Welcome to another episode of Unfiltered Brothers.
Yo,
Yeah, you have your boy Derek to the left of my screen. You have Durand.
what's going on, everybody?
To my bottom, you have Joe.
What's going on, guys?
And then the bottom left, you have my boy Ford.
Praise the Lord.
What y'all boys been up to?
Hey, man, working, man. Everything been going smooth at work. They got us wearing masks and everything at work. And recently we just had an incident. I don't want to speak on it right now, just because of the fact that it's probably gonna be under investigation and all that stuff. But it's some serious shit. And you know what I'm saying, just everybody out there, just take this shit serious. I was kind of in the I don't give a fuck mode about it at first, but this shit's serious, man. So please stay at home and do everything necessary to keep yourself safe.
How they release anybody? Where you at?
Not that I know of. We have had a couple one case that I know of someone being positive, but other than that, no. So we taking precautions as they go. New policies and procedures are coming out as necessary. So all we can do is just follow the guidelines. Just hope everything be all right.
Yeah, man, just protect yourself too. Like, obviously that's given, but you can protect yourself and stuff.
Everybody, they gave us and the offenders sneeze guards, which is basically a mask, to where the offenders are required to wear it unless we ask them to take it off so we can verify who they are and things like that. So it's smooth. You know me, I stay out of the way anyway. So
Man, shit, as long as you good, you know what I'm saying. As long as you healthy.
yes.
Ford, you still working too. I mean, I'm still working. Yeah. Everybody's still working, but Ford, you still going
we all still
to your job. So
how's
that?
It's so. We got our hours cut back because the productivity is low. So we got our hours cut back because we're not making any money right now because we can't serve the public. We can only serve the employees.
I did hear about my mom was telling me the other day, because she works for UVA, they're opening up the ER over there because Governor Northam said that that's the way y'all make money is through y'all, through your ERs.
Yeah.
So they were thinking about opening those back up. Are they saying anything about y'all about doing that or no?
Well, our ER never closed.
Oh, okay. Shit.
Yeah, but like for food service, we haven't been serving Pace because they're not letting the older, because Pace is for like the senior citizens, they're not letting them out the house. So that cuts back. That's like 55 meals. So we're not serving them. So our productivity is getting low, and plus we're not serving the public because there'll be some people that just come off the street just to come to the kitchen to eat.
Food,
so we're not serving them. So that cut us back too.
That's crazy.
Well, I'm working. Joe, you're not working from home, are you?
I am not. Actually, I quit my job.
What?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Breaking news on Unfiltered Brothers.
Yeah.
What?
I wasn't gonna say anything, but yeah. So it was just a little bit too much, like I was.
So all the promotion and stuff.
I'm about to say you was about to get a promotion.
Yeah, about to do the invoice and everything.
I got it. So yeah. So we had talked about it like briefly before before the video before last. And I was telling you I was thinking about quitting, but yeah, so like basically what happened was that like I was getting up at 4 a.m, but I wasn't getting home until like 7 p.m.
Ooh.
And it just got to the point where it was just so much. So I basically had it arranged where I had a conversation with the managers and stuff like that, like, hey, can we work something out? Because what was going on was I would go in at 6:30. And I'll work from 6:30 to about like 12, but then I'm off the clock from 12 to 3. And I was like, well, instead of us doing it like that, how about we just go ahead and have it set up where I just leave for the day. I come in, I work my time, and I go home. Because then it wouldn't be so bad then. Like I'll have a whole day ahead of me, and you know, it didn't. They were like, "Nah, this is how we do things around here." So I was just like, "All right, well, here's my 2 weeks."
Dang.
And I had gotten approved for like 2 weeks vacation, so I was like, "I'm done."
So was
I,
that was the location you're at now, or the new location?
No, this was at the new location. So basically, what happens with the post office is that you have a it's like a 2-year probation period where you can't leave this position. And me going back would have set it up where
I would start over again.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm not about to start all the way over again. Like I was like, I'm not about to do that. So, and with all the and it just so happened that everything lined up with like the stay-at-home order and everything like that. So I was like, y'all know firsthand, I wasn't coming out the house to begin with, even when this shit wasn't being taken as serious. So I was like, this worked out low key kind of perfect. But right before I left though, the post office started getting a little crazy, like because I had changed districts, but apparently in the Richmond district, they like no one showed up to work. Like, yeah, because like no one's trying to get sick, like because we're essential employees. But the thing is that in the plants and stuff, everybody works like right there on each other. You have 2 men to a station,
so it wouldn't be that 6 feet apart, as you know what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Gosh.
But, you know, the post office, we run 6 days a week. We don't like, they don't care. They gonna get their bread regardless. They was like, y'all gotta come to work, and people was like,
no.
Yeah. So at the Richmond plant, where it's like where all our mail comes out of, no one showed up. Like it was just nothing. Yeah, it was crazy. So
what is your plan going forward?
I was about to ask that too. You looked at anything else?
So, to be honest with you, I am really up in the air.
Because I was in, I'll let you finish, but I was in the same position as you at one point.
No, like, let me tell you something. The hardest part about this is deciding what I want to do. My whole life, was, and like y'all know firsthand because y'all are my brothers. My parents told me to go to college. My parents told me to go to government school. You know what I'm saying? Parents was like, you got to get a job. So now it's like, well, what do you want to do, Joe? So like now I'm like, what do I want to do? So right now I'm just trying to, because I got my college diploma and stuff like that, college degree and everything like that. So I'm trying to find something with that, but no one wants to hire, bro.
Yo, Ford gotta stop, bro.
I'm over here. Yeah, look at the trash fan. What's wrong with you,
bro?
I'm hot.
Ford is tripping.
I'm over there. You better put some AC on, man. It's cold. What mom, man? Tell mom to hook you up.
She not here. I'm at the help by myself. It is me and Benji. And Benji locked up in the jazz room.
Yeah, you would have him locked up in the room.
I had the Joseph.
His screen went off. He coming back.
Here you go.
We back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
I went to the Twilight Zone real quick. It was crazy.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie to y'all and the viewers out there and listeners, but I'm mad we not together because I can't do the dirt that you do. Hey.
Right. Whisper in my ear and shit.
Yeah. I can't do that, man.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm at home.
You know what, Derek?
You be talking reckless in my ear. Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
Who? No, I know. I be right there. I be in a whole segment, and I look over and I be weak, boy. I
literally be trying to speak.
I be across the room. I don't hear nothing.
I be trying to speak my piece, and Rand is all here. He's literally this close.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
He's literally be this close.
Yo,
forget the social distancing.
Yeah, what the video does is it exposes everything. Like we can't do nothing.
That's why we need camera. That's why we need camera.
And we don't need no camera. We don't need no camera. We need.
Hey,
we need what we be having, man.
When I saw myself disappear, I was like, "Oh damn!" Like that's on camera.
Yeah. But back to you. Do you have an idea of like what do you want to do?
Like
wait, before you start, Derek. The better question is, do you have a plan B, Joseph? Do you have a
so
plan B?
So what I did was,
for those who catch my drift, do you have a plan B?
So what I did was,
I hope all y'all got plan B.
Hey, plans are
Oh, this week right there.
Don't fall off the chair now, boy.
This is probably worse than in person.
I don't know. This is hilarious, boy.
This is funny. Go ahead, bro.
All right. So to answer Durand's question first, my plan B was like, which, like I said, everything worked out. I had enough money in my savings account to basically live off. Like, and with Corona, I have more money now than I did when I was working. Because like you're not spending money on eating out, going anywhere, gas, stuff like that. So
that's you. I went to this row house.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. When you posted those rolls, I was about
to get in my car and go too.
I was like, I'm about to ride. But so yeah, right now I'm just basically focusing on things that's going to progress my future. Not just working a job just to work it. Working somewhere where I want to work, where I feel like I'm valued, and it's going to lead me to the next level of my life.
No question.
And to answer your question, Derek, jobs like working in the court, government jobs. I've been applying to deputy clerk jobs. I heard there's an opening in Homeland Security. So y'all pray for your boy on that. I'm trying to lead my way towards that.
Homeland Security. That's what's up.
Yeah, I'm not even trying to say that's a thing. Like, that's basically just like a connection type thing. I'm trying to see if I can get my foot in the door and then go from there. But,
yeah.
But I'm speaking into existence. I'm going to get it like when next time you see me, it's not gonna be in the Jetta.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah, we're gonna see you in a suit. We're gonna see you in a suit and tie, and you're gonna be a liar. So it's all right.
That's the other thing though, because it got to the point with like school. Like when I started working the new job, dude, my grades plummeted. It wasn't even funny. Like,
well, you got to get a security clearance for that too, right?
For Homeland Security?
Yeah.
It depends on what part you work in. Like, but I think all levels require some form of security.
So yeah, some type of security level. Yeah.
But it's crazy though, because I was talking to another one of my homeboys who graduated with the same degree as me and stuff like that. Right now he's teaching, and he was saying that basically what he's doing is teaching right now, but he's getting his master's, because basically you can't get a job in my field without a master's. Or you become a lawyer or something like that. So basically what happens is that he's getting his now, and he has like a job lined up in Norfolk where he is like working with the United Nations and all that stuff, and the Army and all that without enlisting. And that's just the route you got to take. Like, so I'm taking more time to focus on school, hurry up and finish that chapter, and then hopefully that'll open up more doors.
Open up, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So. But
go ahead.
I was like, it's boy. I'm gonna tell you right now,
it's rough out here.
I don't mean no disrespect to anybody, but not having a job and not being able to go nowhere,
it's rough out here.
I'm going insane, boy. Like, I was like, I went outside and started cleaning stuff up outside. I was like, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna shovel something.
Right.
You do yard work anyway.
Yeah, but I was like, now I wanted to do it.
Right. No, but I was in the same position as you, because I was unemployed at one point for like 6 months. Yeah. Because I was working in Richmond, and my commute was crazy. It was an hour and 45 one way. You know what I'm saying? So that's 3 hours. No, that's more than 3 hours. I don't know.
About 3 hours and 10 minutes.
Yeah. You do the math.
It's probably way more than that.
No, but yeah, it was ridiculous, because you got to fight traffic.
No question. Traffic. No question.
So I got to leave the house. I probably got to leave the house like 2 hours and 30 before my shift starts. then that's another 2 hours back to the house. So I wasn't. That's all I was doing: traveling, go to work, come right back, go to sleep, and wake up and do it all again. And then school was about to start, and I was like, I'm not going to be able to have time. So it was commission job at that. So I was like, I wasn't even going to make enough money to even try to find a place in Richmond with that rent up there. And then
man, rent out there is crazy.
It's crazy. And then just the job itself, bro, I knew like I couldn't see myself working there a long time. Like I just knew like I wasn't gonna learn anything. My first day, they just threw me out there. Like I ain't like the orientation, the training, it was whack. Like I didn't learn anything about like the services we was providing. So I was like, nah, I gotta get out of here. So I just on faith, I was like, I woke up, called the people. I was like, you know what, thank you for the opportunity, but like this not for me. I just gotta find something else. So I just went out on faith, and I thought I was gonna get a position at the Y, but they was tripping there. And then I don't know, I was just at home, wasn't doing anything, and I like to be active. So just like you, I like to be active. And man, I was like, man, I just felt useless, bro. I felt useless, bro. Just sitting there. But I say like I always put money in my savings, so I was good for that whole 6 months.
Hey, we know you big money.
Listen, shut up. I was good. I was good that whole 6 months, and I was still able to get stuff and do stuff around the house. But just sitting at the house, not doing anything, bro, that stuff is whack.
Man, you was riding with me, Quickland. We was out and about. Whole house.
Nah, not that summer. Not that summer. You talking about previous summer.
Yo, but nah, you hit it around the nail, dude. Like if Rona wasn't going on and I wasn't made to stay at home, I don't know how my mind would be. But when I tell you that I had to pray, like real talk. I had to pray. I was like, man, I don't know what I don't got because you know what, like the job advertised 9 to 5. So I was like, I'm already getting up at 6 in the morning anyway. That's how
the job that I was working at in Richmond was 8 to 5 or 9 to 5, and nah, it wasn't even like that.
Yo, and that's what bro. When I got there and I found out everything, I was like, yo, I can't. But I was still, but the crazy part was, Derek, I was still going to work it. I had talked to my dad, I had talked to my mom, and my mom and my dad were like, my dad automatically off the rip, because once he found out that I wasn't making salary, that I was making hourly, he was like, oh, no, like, no, like, you're not doing that. Like, he was like, no, he was like, that's not fair to you. And then when I talked to my mom's about it, because I was in the bed, bro, when I tell you, like, I was in the bed every night by 8 o'clock to be asleep by at least 9. Like I was doing it. And then my mom came in the room and she was like, no. She was like, I'm not going to tell you what to do about this. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. But she was like, Joseph, you can't keep doing this. And I was like, all right. So basically what I did was like, I was like, I'm going to give it one more day. And that's it. So it was a Saturday. And I worked the office by myself on Saturdays. Bro, this dude, because what happened was my time was reflective of the mailman. So the mailman was late getting back to the office.
You was late getting off.
Bro, and this was every Saturday.
Dang.
Bro, this man got back at like 6. And I had already printed off the papers and everything, wrote it everything. I was like, give me a sign I should quit. This man got back at 6, and I had been calling the boss man, like, and that's one of my biggest pet peeves is when I call you and you don't answer. Like, bro, like I understand that you off, but you're the boss. Like, I didn't tell you to pick the boss job. That means when I need something, that means you need to be right there. Because I need to
you won't go. Yeah, you won't go.
Exactly. Like, I don't care what you're saying, but if you're the boss man, when something happens, bro, everything that bad could have happened. I had one dude, I'll never forget, selling like a whole hamper. A hamper for your clothes, of hand sanitizer, my guy. Because like this is right when Corona had like just about went crazy. He was selling it on eBay for like $20 a bottle, but did not tell me that it was hand sanitizer in there. And we asked this question when you mail something off: is there anything liquid, fragile, perishable potentially has this? This is lithium batteries of perfume. Alcohol can be considered lethal because it's flammable.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I had run, and I'm telling you, like I got a line almost out the door, and I am moving. When I found out that this man, he was like, I was like, bro, like, what are you mailing off? And he was like, oh, it's hand sanitizer. I was like, yo, I asked you this question. You said no. And he was like, oh, I didn't think it was a big deal. I was like,
that's it.
I was
that's
like,
it. That's the.
I said, you the man. Yeah, bro. That was it. And so now I'm thinking about moving to Norfolk. You know, because Derek, you know, our homeboys out there.
Yeah.
And he's been trying to get me to come out there forever. So I was like, if I find a job out there, which I'm putting into multiple places, I was like, if I find a job out there, because what my plan is before I move out there, you know, I'll stay with them, and then I'll, you know, crash. You know, I'll just be a bum on the couch while I work there until I get the place. I was like, if I find a job out there, I move out there because I know I got y'all to hold me down while I'm looking for a spot. But yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
Just keep. I say just keep looking.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you what the crazy part is, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. I don't want to go too much in depth with it because this is our part of our conversation. But yo, COVID-19 has slowed everything down. Bro,
I ordered off Amazon. I didn't get here till like June or something.
Bro, when I tell you, and that's a good point that you said that, because even with the postal service, we were having packages come in that was like we were like, you know, sending them off every day, but then customers would come in and be like, yo, this is not the package I was looking for. We're like, yo, so we'll track it, bro. Amazon had it to the point where people weren't coming into factories. They were like, we're not essential. They were just like, we're not essential, but we're not coming in. So they had got slowed down.
Yeah, that's why they was hiring a lot.
Yes.
That's why they was hiring
people quit. But it's crazy because I feel bad for the people like that are essential, that are either they need the bread and they can't get the hours, or they got too many hours and they are dying. Like it's wild out here. It's crazy. I never would have thought this shit would have happened. This is what I'm talking about. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But enough about me.
Yeah. But
Derek, what have you been up to? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You're a laid back guy. You know what I'm saying? You ain't doing nothing much.
What are you up to?
Listen.
Because I like to be busy, but you like to be busy.
It's like, yeah, I like to be out busy, but I've been like productive on my couch pretty much though. Like I work from home. That's probably like the best thing ever. I just turn over, click on the computer.
You know what I'm saying? You better hold from home.
Anyways. Turn over, click on my computer, clock in, and do my work like that. After that, I probably have different like Zoom meetings set up, you know, for like business trainings and meetings and stuff like that. Outside of that, man, I've probably been out once.
Yeah, so there.
Probably been out once.
In reference to your hoeing, how does that work during COVID-19? Bro, the only reason I said anything because the red kept throwing it at me. Like, you know, he kept throwing the alley-oop, and I was like, I got it.
Since we putting it to the people, you know what I'm saying? We all camera. You know, we all camera. Rand, you go buy that? You go buy that Plan B? Since we just throwing stuff out there, since we just braided in it, you go apply that Plan B. You go buy that Plan B, Rand.
Look, I have to
flag on the play. Flag on the play.
That I am ready to have a child.
Shots fired.
No more Plan B for me. All right. But Derek, you're not gonna do that. Because you and Ford not gonna play like y'all not out here being hoes, man.
How? Why?
Wait a minute, I've been quiet the whole time. Leave me alone.
You and your church fan over there.
I'm about to say you gotta put that fan down, bro.
As a matter of fact, while we're talking,
Put the ceiling fan on.
I'm about to say you got a fan right behind you.
I don't feel like getting up.
Shit, that's the laziest thing I think I ever heard.
That's wild.
Talking about what Derek been up to. What Ford been up to? That's the question.
Hey,
that's what I'm saying. Because Ford actually been out the house. Ford actually been out the house.
Like Derek.
How?
Derek, you been at the house. Stop lying.
What do you have been out the house?
Only time I left out the house was Jaleel. When I went to Jaleel's house.
Wedding yesterday.
Yeah, I couldn't even go over his spot. I was like, they were like, hey, we doing something down. I was like, I love you, bro, but
see, my thing is like, I mean, I don't mind going out the house. That's just
we know.
I don't mind going out the house. Forget what Rain is talking about. I'm about to put you on mute. You know I got that power. I'm about to put you on mute.
Crazy.
Who's the host?
Crazy.
I forgot.
Yeah.
You know something crazy, bro? I'm
What's
over
that?
here looking for my chapstick, and I just realized, I was like, bro, I still had that.
You don't got none left. You don't got none left, bro.
I have picked these the other day. I said, oh, thank God.
Your junk was smaller than a roach. You can't have anything left in there. You have to stump on that to get something else out of that.
I tell you one thing. It's so good having a girlfriend, dude. You just still hers. I think
I just want y'all to know, you know, we used to go to B-Dubs on a regular. Big shout out to the people who ain't working out there. You know what I'm saying?
I was about to say
because you know that was our spot right there. So you know, shout out to all those people who, you know what I'm saying.
Got them, can't even use them. Can't even use them.
Put the coupons there. When do they expire?
Takeout?
When do they expire?
That's right. They do takeout. They expire on shit. They've been expired.
Oh, not my
you should be able to do it with takeout though, right?
Throw them away. But you know, big shout out to them because you know Rachel always looked out for us over there at B-Dubs. So big shout out to Rachel.
Yeah,
we love you, Rachel.
And all those people out there at B-Dubs who are not working.
Yeah, don't forget about Miss Phyllis
because of that. Because I went there the other day, man. And Miss Phyllis as well. Big shout out to Miss Phyllis. You know, because I went there the other day and got some wings, man. It just it's just dry.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't even have a TV on. Ain't none of the TVs old in there. None of that, man. So
yeah. So I haven't I've gotten like fast food. So how does it work when you get like takeout? You just walk in, they give you food, and you just walking out.
Nah.
When you go in there, you know how usually if you order takeout, they'll show you your wings before and they have you initial the receipt. Bro, they don't even do that. They bring your food out there. They tell you can check it if you want to, but they can't physically show you. And that's it. You just walk in there, get your food, and you leave.
I'm about to say, a lot of places just drive through. You can't even.
Like I said, when I went to Row House today, I didn't even get out of my car. When I pulled up in the parking lot, the man came out. He asked me the name of my order. I told him, and it wasn't done yet. He went in. He came back with it, and that was it. And I ordered off the app, so it was already paid for. And he just brought it out and I left.
Let me ask you a question.
You go in there.
Oh, go ahead.
B-Dubs, you go in there and you tell them your name and they give you your order and you out and they give you your receipt. For places like that.
That's so crazy. Do y'all think this is gonna be like? I don't want to say the norm, but do y'all think this is gonna be like how we'll be doing things from now on?
I wanted to talk about the new normal because it's like there's no way that we're gonna go back to how we used to operate. You know
hold on, Derek. Hold on. I don't mean to cut you off. Before they ain't say a word over there on my screen here in the bottom left hand corner. So I want to hear something. What you been up to, Ford? Tell us your
Oh,
experience.
I ain't been up to nothing. I went to a wedding yesterday. My dad got married yesterday at the courthouse in Buckingham. So
Congratulations.
yeah. So that won't. I mean, it was kind of unusual. That's the first time I've been to a wedding at the courthouse. I was the best man / ring bearer.
Did they give you a pillow? Did they give you
I'm over
No,
Ford.
I had both of the rings in my pocket, and when I put the rings, I just handed out.
Hey, y'all
Yo.
remember that episode of Martin when Martin was looking for the ring? I think it was Hustle Man that opened the jacket up and was like, that was Ford. He was like, go ahead, pop, choose a ring.
Which one you want? Your Ford gut, man.
Yeah.
Yo. So how is it working in like the hospital and stuff like that? Like, well, I know you're food, like you're on the food side, but like, how are the doctors and stuff in there? Are they like hustling and bustling? Are they like real concerned? Like, what's going on with that?
When they come down to the kitchen, like they mainly calm, but they we all gotta wear masks now. So even though for the ones that even though for the ones that don't interact with the patients, still gotta wear a mask because I don't interact with the patients at all. I'm just when I get to work and get in the kitchen, that's what I'm at for the whole day until I get off. So, but I still gotta wear a mask. So, but like when the doctors come down, like they mainly calm. So, but like it was this incident today where this man had got tested for coronavirus. He tested positive, but he wasn't on the COVID floor. See, the COVID floor is the second floor, which is where ICU is at. So all the COVID patients are in ICU, whether they test positive or waiting for the test to come back. This person was on the third floor where general population. So by him being on third floor, two of our caterers, they was going to his room to take his trays to him. They didn't know that he was already tested positive for coronavirus because there was no sounds on the door or nothing like that. And so by policy at Central, if you're not a nurse or a doctor, you're not supposed to go into the COVID units. And so by him being tested positive and the nursing staff and the doctors not putting up signs, not notifying food service that they had a patient on third floor that was tested positive for coronavirus, we had two of our employees exposed to that. So that today, and so they literally went off, and so they had to have a mandatory meeting with them and all about it because they was exposed because they got kids at home and they didn't want to catch something to bring it back to their kids. So, and that could also become a lawsuit against Central. So,
damn,
you don't want that to happen.
Yeah, it's wild out here, people. It's wild.
And
it's
by
wild
them,
out here.
Going to that room, they come back downstairs in the kitchen with us, and we got, and plus the ones that don't roast the floor, we get exposed to that because they was already in the room. So,
boy,
yeah,
I'm telling you, take every precaution you can out here, people. Like I said at first, I didn't think it was a big deal, but it's big. It's big. It's big. And you better take precaution, man. You better take precaution.
It didn't resonate really with me because I had stated before we had started talking on here. I really thought this joint was gonna be like a month, couple weeks. Like the swine flu. Like y'all remember the bird flu and the swine flu, like all that stuff, bro. That shit like came and then it was gone.
Left. Yeah,
bro. I didn't realize this was wild, really, until my grandmother's friend got it, and I was like, bro, that hit pretty close to home, like
close. Yeah.
And then it made me think, like, because like I hadn't been seeing my girl like that. We limited pretty much how we interact and everything like that. We'll see each other at least about 3 to 2 times a week, and it's been cut once like every 2 weeks because basically the way we think about it that is if one of us gets symptoms, we'll have enough time to find out if somebody else got something or not.
Right,
Like,
right.
And it's crazy because like her and her mom are essential employees, so they go out with the workforce and everything like that. But it's crazy because, and that's why I asked that question, Derek. Like, will this become the new norm? Because like this don't change the whole way we live our lives, bro.
Yeah, my thing, in my opinion, I feel like it's definitely going to change from now on, especially after outside open back up and everything like that. Like just
outside
when outside open back, when outside open back up, like, cause like I feel like a lot of things got to change, just because like now especially with a lot of people getting laid off from them jobs and a lot of people work from home. You know what I'm saying? Now you actually see, well, for one, you actually see like how much you're worth to your job. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be making minimum wage at this point. If you still
right.
If you still out there, if you still out there working, now you have a argument to say, hey, I'm essential. You know what I'm saying? I was out here doing this. I feel like I deserve more pay. And I feel like jobs can't necessarily get mad at people that don't want to come into the office when you can do the same thing you're doing in the office at home now. Now we see that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you brought that up because at different facilities, well, every facility for real in the state, we got to screen the people before they come in. So at the parking lot, we have a little thing set up where we actually 3 questions. We check your temperature as well. One question being, have you come in contact with anybody with the coronavirus? Have you been in a cruise or anywhere like that with community spread COVID-19? Have you had fever, felt feverish, had chills, or difficulty breathing? And we check your temperature. If you answer yes to any of those questions, then you automatically get denied entry into the facility. So if you answer yes to you come in contact or yes you've been anywhere, you got to go to the doctor, contact either your health provider or go to the health department, contact human resources, and you quarantine for 14 days. You can't even come in. So that's what precautions we taking over at the facility I'm at, and across the state as well. So if you answer yes, or if you have a temperature of 100.4, you denied entry.
Dang.
You can't come in.
Yeah, because I heard that some people. Oh, my bad, Derek. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, when you start doing something for a long time, repeatedly, it becomes a habit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how people are behaving now, that shit is not just gonna go away that easy. You know what I'm saying? People still not gonna want you around them. As stuff like that. So yeah, like everything's gonna change. Just how you think now is gonna change. I feel like it has to change. Going through this, I feel like it has to change. There's no way that we can go back to the regular normal.
Bro, I heard a long time ago that like normal will never be. It's gonna sound stupid, but normal will never be normal because we always got to adapt to change.
You always, yeah, exactly.
And I think
just let Texas Roadhouse open up, I'd be satisfied.
Bro, I ain't gonna hold you. Like I said, when I saw you post them rolls, I was like, I would drive out there for some rolls. I said it just like that, bro. Because now that I'm at home all the time, yeah, I look forward. Well, you might see my car parked beside yours. Because when I tell you, like, I am so sick of cooking, bro. Like, I am so sick of cooking. Like, I'm like,
get the app, people. Get the app. I'm telling you.
What's the app called?
Texas Roadhouse app.
Oh, I thought they had a different app.
What you thought they had? What you thought they had? What you thought? No. I want to hear. What you thought they had for it?
Yeah, the Rolls app.
Them third-party apps.
I said the same thing. I said, why she say something like the Rolls app?
Right.
Yeah. You go there, man. Look, you order on the app. Like I said, you can call. Pull up. the man or whoever go come out and they go actually name on your order and take it back. You know it's a Hooters right there by the Texas House, man. They had a girl outside. Like I rode by there and they had a girl outside at somebody's car. You know what I'm saying? That's I guess what their order was or whatever. So you still get the luxury at Hooters for those who like to go to Hooters.
Yeah, might go there.
I just thought about something, and I'm not even trying to be funny, but what are like the strippers doing right now? Like they just not working?
Private dances, bro.
That's
OnlyFans. That's what they're doing.
I wasn't even trying to be funny. I thought about it too, because
that's what they got to do, bro.
I was like, what are the strippers
since
doing right now?
Them all the vans thing that went up.
Bro, since the coronavirus came out, I've seen
people that
two girls. Yo, I've seen two girls on my Instagram be like, sign up for my OnlyFans, and the crazy part was, I was like, I bet you these niggas is about to sign up for it.
Yeah.
Like, but you know what's crazy?
And if you think about it, it's a finesse. You know what I'm saying? Because you signing up for it, you gotta pay that fee first before you see the content. They probably won't post nothing on there, or just probably post some random video or something like that. They don't necessarily have to post what you think.
But you know something though? They only see a percentage of that money, because most of that money goes to the website.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yo, of course. They got to make their money.
Exactly. But if you got like 1,000.
Thousands of millions of followers,
then it doesn't matter,
bro.
It doesn't matter.
Let me tell you something. I was listening to another podcast not too long ago, and they were like that their homegirl to the OnlyFans and made 6-figure bank, bro. Bro. Let me tell you something. And first of all, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, and it's gonna be biased. Women are the only ones that can profit off OnlyFans like that.
Of course.
If I got on OnlyFans, first of all, my girlfriend gonna kill me. But if I got on OnlyFans,
that's number one.
Yeah, that's number one. But if I got on OnlyFans, bro, and was like, "Hey, tonight I'm gonna do the helicopter," and it was like, man, get your dumb ass out here. I mean, if I got that one fan, it's gonna be a weirdo. Bro, there's no way I can make that much bread off off that. I have been working out, and I'm gonna tell you, the quarantine weight is crazy over here, bro. I
do want to move.
I can't wear none of my church clothes.
Bro, you better dress up and look in the mirror and take a picture. Every Sunday, go ahead and put your Sunday best on, bro. Hey, sit in the living room.
Y'all gotta have a Zoom church. That's it. Like Zoom church. It's gonna be $20 in this.
My church is actually doing Zoom church right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Every Sunday, they doing Zoom church.
I can just see 20 faces sitting in their house, and the pastor like in the middle, just.
And then with the red going in. Yeah, bro.
So talking about. I know you want to move on, Dave. This is my last question. But talking about COVID-19, how it's affecting y'all. Thing got canceled, or how is y'all doing the Traveling Angels thing?
Yeah, it's close.
We got time. We hoping, praying. So
we put everything off to May 1st. If we don't hear nothing by May, if outside don't open up by May 1st, then we're gonna postpone the anniversary to later on in the year.
I'm about to say this.
Hey man, I'm gonna talk to you about that later. Because we got money on this. We got
money in personal conversation.
we got. But see what we're gonna do. The way we're gonna schedule our anniversary, we're gonna schedule around the special guest, because we don't always put our deposit in for the special guest. But we're not trying to lose that deposit.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, Look, Durand said, "Hey man, we'll talk about this later." Ford said, "No, we'll talk about this now."
yeah.
That sound like us.
Ford never missed a beat.
I already knew what you were talking about.
That sound like us.
Durand was like, "You know what? We'll talk about this later." Ford was like,
No, I got you. He made it short.
I know exactly what you asked. Go ahead,
Yeah. He said, fuck all that. Yeah.
Nah, I was gonna say like just some of the things like to fill your time during these times. Have y'all been like looking at like the IG stories, Facebook stories? I mean lives, TikTok. Like y'all haven't seen none of that stuff.
I've been looking at Justina. Look, I've been looking at Justina, Summer Rae, Persia. That's about it. Okay, I don't care about nobody else.
Bro,
I just want to see that.
So
right?
y'all haven't seen Quarantine Radio,
bro? No, let me tell you something.
Oh my god!
I've seen the highlights.
Bro, you have to. Bro,
like, I've seen like some of the highlights. Like I've seen like Tory Lanez. I've seen his.
That's him. Yeah.
Yeah. So Tory Lanez is hands down a national treasure at this moment.
No, facts.
Because he like I said, I don't watch it when it's live, but you know, it's someone always recording the highlights and you know, posting on Twitter and stuff like that. And I see that, and I'll be like, yo, like, nah, like he really is doing a good job. Like he's doing it, like,
bro. And like the last his last live for yesterday until I'm not sure if he's gonna come back on, but he had pretty much like everybody, like all the celebrities. Fab was on there yesterday.
Yeah, I saw Fab.
Diddy was on there. Gina, Tisha Campbell, she was on there. Raven Simone, she was on there. Bro, like it's funny. Like this, him himself is just hilarious. Yeah. Like he need to be a commentator at a sports game or something. Like he just need to be a promoter or something, bro. Like that. Let me tell you something.
For entertainers, I've noticed it with the ones that I follow, like Kevin on Stage and all of them.
Yeah.
COVID-19 has brought out a level of productivity and imagination. Yeah. Because people aren't just sticking to the old formula no more. Like these guys are literally like Tory Lanez on IG Live. Like that is crazy.
And he's like with his contests and everything like that, he's actually like helping people, you know what I'm saying, get exposure. Like this dude that won the challenge, his name was Miles. He looked just like Bruno Mars, bro.
Oh, you talking about the dude that played the guitar. They did the Michael Jackson?
Yeah. Bro, he
killed it.
Bro,
shout out to Boosie out there who paid people $1,000 per day. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Boosie too, man.
I look at y'all trying to promote Tory Lanez.
No, but nah, Boosie too. Boosie too, but Tory Lanez, his Quarantine Radio is way above Boosie though. But nah, shout out to Boosie.
What do you mean? Boosie paying people $1,000 for their pussy lips on.
Bro, they just paid Tory Lanez just paid $25,000 for the contest.
Yeah.
So what you talking about?
That's nice. That's nice. That's wonderful. $1,000 for somebody. Shit. I'm just.
But they're not actually pitting it on IG.
Well, they need to. They need more than $1,000. Okay, that's all I got to say about that.
Well, they ain't doing that. I mean, it was pretty much just like with Tory. It was pretty much like Tory Lanez was doing, but Tory Lanez song was hilarious. He had his ad-lib person in the background. He had the bottle girls, like. Tory Lanez had it all. He had it all set up, bro. That's why over like 200,000 people viewed in at one time, bro. Yeah, all crazy. Around the world, bro. Like that shit was lit, bro. And it's possible. It's like the energy that we need at this time. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's so good.
We need a lot of positive energy right now, man. We need a lot of positive energy. No question about that. We need a lot of positive energy. No time, really. We say it a lot. No time for negativity, but this right here is a time really where we don't need any negativity at all.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, people can go through what they go through in life, but at the same time, all that pettiness and all that. Nah.
Yeah. Going off what you were saying, I guess it's a question for all y'all. Like, what is some things that people can do during these times to stay for like productive and everything like that?
Well, To be honest with you, like one of my friends, like I don't know how good it is because I don't do like money like this, but they just got into stocks, and it's not like no, like everybody should do it, but like everything is like really low right now because the economy really isn't moving. So looking up how to get into stocks and stuff like that, but
I can't. Well, I can say like I don't know much
yeah,
about
you
it.
can.
I don't know much about it, but it is good to buy at this time since everything is low.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like, especially with like stocks and bonds and everything like that, it's definitely a good way to, you know, it's a good investment and you can make money off your money and everything like that. But
as far
especially
as
during these times like this, like say you already had money in the stock market previously to this, that's gone. So that's gone. So you have to be willing to risk all of that. You know what I'm saying? So you can't use the stock market for a retirement plan. You can't use the stock market for a retirement plan.
Yeah, no, fact. Could you imagine the niggas that had stocks in toilet paper?
Oh my God.
Toilet paper, hand sanitizer, all that.
Yo, let me tell you something.
Like somebody,
supply,
bro.
Lysol.
I feel like you watched 85 South show. Like I feel like they said that, bro. I feel like they're saying that. Like, could you imagine like somebody just having a conversation like, "Yo, bro, go put all your money into the toilet paper stock." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they making a killing.
Right I watched the clip of it, and it made me think. Like I was like, "Yo, that's like." But nah, as far as hobbies and stuff, dude, I ain't got no hobbies. Like, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, the PlayStation 4 is about to blow up. It's crazy because I have been playing the hell out this game. But like one of my friends from college, they do gardening. Like they just never had time to do it. So they were a teacher and stuff like that. And they were like, man, I just never had time to go out there and garden and stuff like that. And they went out there and like put it on their social media of them setting up flower beds and stuff. And I was like, yo, like gardening is a really, because you know what? Lowe's is still open.
Like Lowe's is still open. Home Depot and places like that, man, they open.
I'm gonna say,
yeah. Rand, you wanna go or you got anything to say?
I ain't got anything to say.
No, you got anything to say to that?
No.
I mean, with me personally, I just feel like, I mean, some things you could do. I know a lot of people don't like reading. I mean, personally, I don't like reading. I don't like reading at all.
You know, for somebody to say they don't like reading, Derek, you read a lot of books.
You read a lot of books, though.
You read a lot of books.
Because it helps. It helps. I don't like going to work, but I still go to work. You know what I'm saying?
But you want to know something, though, Dad?
It's just do stuff to benefit myself in the long run. You have to educate yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead. I think because who is a business person, I think that really, really, really benefits you by reading those business books.
That's why I read them.
Me, I see myself going.
It's not, and it's not. No, it's not necessarily for the business. It's not necessarily for business. It's just how you read to learn more about yourself. You know what I'm saying? You read to, you know, figure out different skills you can do for you. You know what I'm saying? You learn and you can develop, and that helps you. That helps you with correction, and that helps you communicate with your team. You know what I'm saying? That helps you become a better leader. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't. Reading don't have to be strictly to business. There's a lot of books out there that is catered to what you need in your life to help you grow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I started.
You read business books, right? Your books are about business.
No, it's not.
What are they about?
It's about communication, leadership. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I'm reading a book now. It's not even related to any business, but it's called Toxic Charity. And with that, it's just a lot of people don't understand that, you know, giving is not always a good thing. Sometimes it is a bad thing. And my head up like that. Yeah, Joe.
Nah, I just had to walk away for it real quick. I just want to let y'all know. That was my only way of letting y'all know without interrupting Derek.
What I was about to say. Oh, the book that I'm reading, it pretty much talks about like how charity can actually is actually hurtful rather than helpful.
Okay.
Because you actually because if you constantly just giving people stuff, they start to expect that, but they're not learning from that. There's no integrity in that. So now they're expecting you just to give them everything. Now they feel like they're entitled to what you're giving them, whatever service or you're giving them, and they don't want to actually put into action. They don't actually want to better themselves to actually achieve whatever they want. So that's the book that I'm reading now.
They say if you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day, but if you teach a man to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime.
That quote is in the book.
I'll tell you what, I ain't no big fan of reading, but I've been reading a lot on policy here lately, just because of the fact that policy is always changing. So, I want to keep myself aware so I can keep my staff aware
right,
as well. But and another reason is because going up for interviews like that, they ask you a lot of policy questions or scenarios, and you wanna always be prepared for anything because you don't know what might occur. So
right.
I mean, I can agree with you that on reading. I'm not a big fan of reading either, but books, I can't see myself really reading a book, but I'll read policy procedures to keep myself updated. So
right. I mean, yeah. So it's reading. I mean, you can listen to different podcasts, audios, whatever. I mean, I feel like during this time is a good time to actually like reflect on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just to sit down and actually feel like, what can I do? Going forward, what can I do better? So if I am in this position, I don't have to be, I don't have to stress about it and stuff like that.
right.
So you actually, just think about different opportunities that you can get involved in, or just anything actually.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt y'all, but y'all gotta look at the computer like he's 90 years old, boy.
Nah, I've been peeping it.
I seen the chest popping up, and I was like, "What the fuck is this going on here?"
We just confused.
That's stupid. Nah, Ford was in that joint like what?
But the crazy part was like all of us would get the chat. And all of us would be like, well, we'll look away for a second and be like, oh, okay, and we'll respond whatever. And then Ford be over there.
No, yeah, Ford a trip, bro.
But Derek, pick this one up for communication. This is crucial conversation.
That's actually, I don't have it, but that's like one of the books that I wanted to get though.
I will I'm almost finished reading it now. I'll give it to you. But dog, let me tell you something about this.
I'm about to say, have you read How You Win Friends and Influence People?
I read that one.
That's a good one too.
I might say, yeah. When you done with that one, we'll swap.
No, I'm done with that one. I already finished that book.
All right, bet. When I finish this one, we'll disinfect with the Lysol, and then we'll swap.
Yeah.
Just throw the book at me across the parking lot.
Yo, I got a serious question for you guys, man. Do you think we're gonna sit in a baby boomer type shit with this quarantine?
Oh yeah, we gonna see that just in Farmville.
I ain't trying to be funny here now.
November, December.
See what I'm saying?
Scorpio's about to be lit.
I think we about to have another baby boomer, man. Because this is ridiculous.
Hey, Farmville about to have more. Hey, I told you my kids gonna be playing with y'all grandkids.
Yeah. Oh, y'all need
Yeah, nah. I'm gonna say Derek. I feel like me and your kids gonna be like playing together. But then Durand and Ford kids gonna be.
No. I'm over there. You mean Ford and their kids? You mean our kids gonna be playing together?
Durand and Ford's kids gonna be sitting back and be like, I hate hanging out with their kids. They're so young.
Exactly. They can't do anything. They can't get in here with us. they can't get on none of the rides.
What they're not gonna do is play me in the ran like that.
That's exactly what I feel like, bro. Like that's exactly what I feel like.
Nah, yeah. To your question, I do feel like it though. It's that time. It's that time.
It's coming.
Yeah. History
everybody
repeats itself.
Everybody at home.
They ain't got nothing else to do.
Listen, history repeats itself. We just gotta learn.
True.
We just gotta learn from it, bro. If you didn't learn from 2008, 2009, and you're not really surviving during these times, yeah, you got a lot of learning too.
But back to what y'all saying about the reading thing. For the past 2 weeks, I've been reading the Book of Revelations in the Bible though.
I actually want to start like maybe like reading the scripture a day or something like that.
Yeah,
it's been explaining a lot of what's going on now.
You was telling us about that before.
Yeah. But no, I've been. But for what I've been said, that I think this is the end times. Like from a spiritual point of view, like not even trying to be funny, but like it's kind of crazy how. And I don't know how to say this without stepping on toes, but
Unfiltered Brothers.
Unfiltered Brothers.
I'm going to say it's unfiltered for a reason.
Yeah.
Yo, like I said, whatever you practice, whatever religion you are, I respect it, everything like that. But like, it's crazy how the Bible is literally laying it out. Like, and a part of me, I ain't gonna lie, I'm being honest with y'all. A part of me is wishing, I just hope, I'm praying that I'm making the similarities. That I'm making, like in my head, I'm making the stuff make sense. You know what I mean? Because, man, look, it's crazy. It's getting crazier and crazier.
Yeah, I do want to read the Bible more, but overall, people just got to open their eyes more to what's going on around them. Open their eyes, open their mind up to what's going on around them.
Yeah,
because the signs is always there.
Yeah,
look at Australia with the fires.
Yeah.
Africa had the locusts. I don't know if y'all saw that.
Yeah,
and it's still bad, bro. It's still bad.
Yeah, but apparently, like they have that like every so often. But I don't care what nobody says.
But y'all, listen, I don't want to go into politics, but Barack Obama, he warned us of this, bro. It was a video in 2015 where he was saying we should put together a pandemic team in case something like the swine flu, whatever and stuff.
Bro,
H1N1 happens again.
But it happens every so many years, you know. It happens so many years.
But 5-10 years. That's what Barack said. It's been 5 years.
This is my question.
Bill Gates was talking.
Do you guys believe that all this is set up by the government?
No,
I do.
You do?
The virus came from a lab, bro.
I saw an article about them saying that too.
And that's why that's like my opinions is still the same about this everything. But it came from the government. They had a stimulus thing back in like last year, and everything just went bad. That's why I feel like it happened. They didn't think it was gonna get this far.
Yeah. So that's why I was saying I feel polarized on the subject, because half of me is like, I feel like the government did do this to an extent. Like they sat back and was like, I don't want to sound like no conspiracy theorist, but I believe it's population control.
I do too.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they're trying to take out some population.
I think it's too many people and we living too long.
I feel the
people
same
ain't
way.
Dying.
It's two things. One, I don't like looking at the number of deaths, even though we do have the most. But it was an article that I put in the chat.
Yeah, I saw
how
that.
they added 3,700 people to the New York total.
They said like
they didn't test positive for the virus. So how can you add that to the total?
I saw another article that was like everybody that was dying, they're gonna automatically put their cause of death to COVID-19.
Yeah.
And that's not even the case.
I seen that, but I don't think I believe that too much.
I
feel like in some cases it may be like that, but I don't believe that too much. And then the second thing is, talk about population control and everything, especially like when it comes to the rich and famous being able to get tested, unlike regular citizens that live here. Why can't somebody that's I don't care about the money. Of course, money plays a part in it, but I don't care about the money. You say you care about the people and this and that. If the man or woman don't have any type of symptoms, you turn people away. In Farmville, they probably turning people away that don't have any symptoms. You know what I'm saying? But why can't somebody that's rich and famous be able to get a test? You know what I'm saying? Now they talking about sports. You know what I'm saying? They talking about doing a plan where they can get as many tests and test all the athletes so they can resume sports again. You know what I'm saying? I personally don't mind because I need some type of entertainment. But at the same time, how are you getting that? Like, why are you getting that? Because it's still people.
And Von Miller just tested positive.
Von Miller just tested positive for it.
Yeah.
So like, I feel like it's just unfair. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like the government really don't care, honestly.
I think that
this off topic. I'm sorry, Joe. This off topic, but the fact that the World Wrestling Federation, and entertainment,
it's essential.
It's considered essential personnel. Did you
see Trump pit Vince McMahon on his advising team?
Yeah,
Linda's already.
They like this anyway.
Linda's already a part of this team. So
I saw that.
Did you see the long list of wrestlers that they let go?
Yeah, they let everybody go. Yeah, they keep.
Yeah, it's wild. Nah, it's pretty wild. Nah, this whole thing is wild because going off what you're saying about it not being fair, Derek.
No, go ahead.
It's there. All right, so did y'all see where they were saying that? Okay, so y'all remember at the beginning they were like African Americans aren't that prone to getting it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, after right around the time the stay-at-home order was implemented in Virginia, they said that basically, now African Americans are dying quicker from it.
Yeah.
And I think that this is a wake-up call for us younger African Americans, that we need to find ways to stand up for ourselves in a sense. Because all right, so Martin Luther King went through civil rights, but at the same time, they made it so far, they got it known, everything's kind of equal, but it's not equal for us. Because they brought up the fact that, African Americans are more health, their health, they're more prone to what is the word? Illnesses and stuff like that, like diabetes and stuff like that. But then they're not looking at the fact that our living situations aren't as equal as the white race.
Yeah.
And I was I just think that that's as far as unfairness goes and everything, I think that we got to make a stand in that. I think that we got to we need to find ways to implement better healthcare to not only Americans, but the people as a whole. Because like you said, bro, rich people out here getting tested and then they out here, they positive. And then but they be looking healthier than some of the other people out here. They be and then you get someone around the corner that get sick and they dying like that. And I'm bro, what I'm saying is it's got to be, it's a level of fairness got to be implemented somewhere. We got to do something about it. Something's got to change.
Yeah,
but that's all I got to say.
And I think just to pin the conclusion of this conversation, just like Durand was saying earlier, pretty much everybody was saying earlier, just be smart. Take all the precautions, wash your hands, wear your mask if you're going out, abide by the rules and don't do nothing stupid. Especially in Florida, even if they do open back the beaches this weekend, don't go out there and do nothing stupid, man. Don't go out there and do nothing stupid. And
please stop gloves in grocery stores. Please stop wearing gloves in grocery stores. All you're doing is passing.
You ain't doing nothing but spreading with the gloves.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I ain't been to a store.
You're bringing more germs with that gloves than you are anything else, man. Because if you picking up one item with that glove, you passing it on to the next item you bringing on to your house.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? It ain't I hate to say it, but it ain't really no different than you grabbing it with your hand.
Yeah,
only thing with your hand is you're gonna wash your hand. Of course,
but you won't wash the glove.
Right.
Go. Yeah, we started doing that at the crib.
Even if you bring it to the house, man, you should wash those items when you bring it home, man.
We started doing that at the crib too. We started washing everything down, with Lysol and everything like that.
I went in Walmart Wednesday and like everybody in there had gloves on. I'm like, why? Why y'all got gloves on?
They not thinking. Actually, they just doing what they've been told. They actually they're just not thinking. But just the last thing, just rest in peace to everybody that has passed away from this virus, and anybody that's sick. I don't know anybody personally that's sick, but just hope everybody get through it. Continue to exercise, feed your body good stuff, and build that immune system.
Take your vitamin C.
But
get your emergency packs. You know them emergency packs got the vitamin C in it, people.
Got vitamin C. Just hit me up.
Drink that orange juice.
Hey, go get you some. All right, get you some.
But moving on to our next topic is actually our next segment is no cap. I'll start it off. My no cap.
Right. You learn your lesson from me. Let me go first.
Nah, I mean, you want to go? Sure. Go ahead, Ryan.
Hey, no cap. Don't spend all your stimulus check in one place, people.
Hey,
don't spend all your stimulus check in one place.
My savings.
All right. You don't got no strip club to go to, so don't
stop
go
spending your money on those Facebook games.
Since they ain't got a strip club, they got OnlyFans now.
yeah. So don't spend all your money, all right?
Stop spending your money on Facebook bingo and everything like that.
Because if you spend your tax money real quick, you're gonna spend that stimulus check real quick. Yeah. I'm telling you, be smart, people.
Yo, so what's this thing they got going on now where they put people's names in this like shape thing? Is that Facebook bingo thing you was talking about?
Nah, that's something totally different, bro.
Oh, okay.
That's something totally different, bro.
And look, I got 2 no caps. No cap number 2. Stop being a follower, people. Be leaders, all right? Stop following everybody when they do this shit, man. Do your own thing. I'm just saying.
Amen, Pastor.
I'm sorry. God bless everybody.
Yo, I like it. I'll go next.
Because if everybody else go to hell, you don't want to go to hell too. I'm just saying.
Oh, Durand to my no cap.
That might be what it is. All right, my no cap. My no cap for this one is pretty much just stop giving out handouts. Stop giving out handouts. If you don't see no action on that person that's actually trying to get what they want, don't give it to them. And then they just, like I was saying earlier, they just depending on you to give it to them. You know what I'm saying? You can try to pit people on and do this and that, but if they ain't showing no action or anything like that, they ain't holding up their bargain, bro, let it go, man. Stop wasting your energy with these people, man. They're just using you. It's a lot of people you hear all the time, man. If you make it, you know what I'm saying? If you make it, remember me. And I'm trying to put you on. I'm trying to bring you with me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, stop giving out handouts, man. If they don't have no action behind their words, man, let them live how they want to live, man. Stop wasting your energy. Stop wasting your energy on these people.
Yeah, real talk. That's some. If they don't want to help themselves, they don't need to be helped at all. Simple as that.
What's your no cap, Joe?
My no cap is no cap. Don't take things for granted. During these times where negativity is at an all-time high, you are limited in the ways that you can release stress and everything like that. Like, just don't take things for granted, bro. Like, we took. I'm gonna be honest with you. We all took outside for granted. Like, but that's a, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we never would have thought that would be taken away from us. And I think that's the
Texas Roadhouse for granted.
Yeah, but you know what? Nah, dead serious. Like, and the reason I chose this as my no cap is because, my girl, she was just talking to me the other day. She was like, "Yo, I really miss our date nights," and I was like, "Yo, like, our date nights was like a time where we would leave our environment, go out, and just worry about." And we just talk, but we just talking about life. We talking about things that's going on with us. We just with some good food, like some Texas Roadhouse and everything like that. Like, we took all that for granted, but just don't take things for granted. And I'll just end it with I think that we are a little spoiled as a civilization, we so busy looking at the negatives of this thing, but it's a lot of positives too, because like the Tory Lanez thing we was talking about earlier, like Tory Lanez is really out here helping people, and Boosie too. They really out here helping people by using
only
IG
because
Live.
y'all may not see it that way, but they really are though.
Yeah, they really are putting smiles on people's faces and stuff like that. Like, and to everybody else that's in the entertainment business is like doing their part. Just I just think we're a little spoiled. Like, oh, we can't do this, we can't do that. Like, bro, like it sucks, but it sucks together, and we're all in it together. You know, my grandmother told me during one of my lowest moments in life that things hurt a lot worse when you think you're the only one going through it. But when you realize that there are multiple people going through it the same as you, it takes that burden and that pain off of you. So like, you know, like just bear with it, man. Like you said, like we were saying earlier, be smart. Like protect yourself, because when you protect yourself, you protect others. Don't do nothing stupid. Florida had people on the beach already. Like, bro, like you know, like come on, man. Like y'all ain't missing outside like that. Y'all won't really y'all just doing the most now.
Yeah.
So
And before Ford go, just piggybacking off of Joe, just like I said, I don't know which episode was it, but one of my notecaps just pretty much like cherish every moment that you have.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even though we're in the house now, we can save money and stuff like that, but it's like the memories that we make when you're out and hanging with people. You know what I'm saying? Like us in Ford basement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Us going to Buffalo Wild Wings, just interacting with the waiters and waitresses. You know what I'm saying? This stuff like, it's been a minute since I've been there. So
really talk about it. It's been a minute since I've been there.
I was about to say.
So you on your own,
yeah. But it's the moments, man. We gotta cherish these moments, man. Go ahead, Ford.
Well, mine is keep on doing the social distance thing, because you know I'm trying to go back to church. So the quicker we can get the thing, you know, down, get the levels down, you know, I gotta go back to church. So, you know, I've been going to church since I came out the womb, and I miss church right now. So I'm ready to shout, praise God, hallelujah, thank you, Jesus.
That's right.
I'm just ready to go back to church and just tell them I made it through, hallelujah, amen.
There you go, for it.
So y'all stay at home, y'all keep doing the social distance. Go on out if you need to, only if you're essential. Because I need to go back to church. I ain't trying to go back to press.
He don't want to waste that money he put on a deposit, everybody. That's why he's sitting there doing all that. He don't want his deposit to go to waste.
It's 10th anniversary. We need to have the loving sisters down here for the 10th anniversary of the Child Angels. We need to go back to church. Amen. Praise the Lord.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Amen. Hallelujah.
And with that, we come to the conclusion of this episode of Unfiltered Brothers. Please make sure y'all follow us on social media. Facebook, Unfiltered Brothers, Twitter, Unfiltered Bros, Instagram, Unfiltered Brothers Podcast. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube, Unfiltered Brothers.
Amen.
And then you can listen to our podcast on Apple Podcasts as well as SoundCloud.
Oh yeah, I heard a quick comment after that. Derek, we got people saying that they want to hear us on because they don't want to do SoundCloud, they want to do Spotify. Have you listened to that?
I have.
I'm about to say check that out. The other thing is that we might to our audience, we might start doing the video thing as a norm. Comment how y'all feel about that and everything. Let us know. Give us feedback. We need the feedback from you guys to let us know how we need to improve on things and what we need to do on our part. If y'all, and even if it's negative feedback, like you saying, like, "Oh, Joe, you talk too much." Any feedback,
yeah, it's good feedback for us.
Yeah, because we want to make this thing grow. Like we want to make this thing build. But yeah, go ahead and end it there.
Yeah, man. But yeah, y'all follow us on social media. Make sure, like Joe said, give us feedback, and y'all stay safe out here, and y'all stay blessed out here.
All right.
God bless you.
Hey, God bless everybody. Y'all take care. Fellas,
be safe.
Love y'all. I miss y'all. But we got to continue this social distance.
Yeah.
This thing on with